Hey, how's it going, YouTube? As you all probably heard already, the University of Cincinnati, Butch Jones has accepted the job at the University of Tennessee as new head coach. Um, a lot of people are upset with the hire because of who we could have gotten. I don't think people are so upset as to they're not upset that we got Butch Jones. They're more upset at who we could have gotten, like a Charlie Strong or a Mike Gundy, Kirby Smart, Bob Stoops, Jimbo Fisher, John Gruden, which that never was going to happen anyway. But it's okay because he's a good coach. He's 23-14 at Cincinnati. He has back-to-back 9-win seasons in 2011 and 2012. He's 50-27 overall as a head coach at Central Michigan and Cincinnati. 4 conference championships, won back-to-back Coach of the Year awards, 2011 and 2012. Beat Charlie Strong's defense twice, which means he beat Louisville twice. But I mean, Charlie Strong's defense is always good. I mean, see the 2006, 2008 Florida National Championships, and you'll see what I mean. He had a 10-win season in 2011. And he helped build Central Michigan from the grave. I mean, they weren't even relevant in football, and they're still not really relevant, but they beat a pretty good FBS. I forgot who they beat this year, but they beat somebody big. Somebody from the FBS. I think might have been Ohio, or it was somebody from the FBS, and it was pretty big for them. The only cons with Butch Jones coming to Tennessee is he doesn't really have any experience coaching in the SEC. He's a good coach in his own right, but when it comes to the SEC, we don't really know what he can do, and I think all the disappointment comes from the uncertainty, the unknown. We don't know what he's made of, but that's just it. We don't know. There's no sense in bashing him for something he hasn't even done yet. He hasn't failed us yet. I mean, shit, he just got fired. He just got hired today. Give him a chance. Give him a year. Let's see what he's made of first before we start bashing him off. We just wait a minute. Now, give him a chance. See what he can do. I'm upset. I'm disappointed just as much as anybody else is. Don't get me wrong. When I found out this morning, I was pretty upset that we didn't get somebody better. But he's still a good head coach. He's still a good head coach. He still has a lot of upside. But overall, I think he's a good head coach, a decent head coach. I think he's a player's coach. I think he's a player's coach that fits well with Tennessee. Philip Fulmer. I mean, see him. I mean, he was a player's coach, and look who he recruited. Look what he did with Tennessee. Coach, the players loved Philip Fulmer. He was a damn good coach, and the thing was, his players bought his system because they trust him, they respect him, they liked him. It felt like they could trust him with anything that they had problems with. I said we give him a chance. Stop bashing him. He hasn't done anything yet, like I said, so calm down. He could turn out to be successful. No sense in getting upset over something that we can't control, and over something that hasn't even happened yet. Give him a chance. Complaining will only make it worse. If anything, if it does anything, I doubt it will do anything for the fan base. But if it does, the only thing that it will do to the program is destroy it. You got to be fans. You got to be down with whatever happens. Disappointment is natural. We're going to be disappointed, but we got to stick with it. We're fans to the day we die. If you're a true fan of Tennessee, you'll stick with it through the rough times and the good times. Right now it's a little rough. We got somebody that we didn't expect. We got a little disappointed, but it's okay. He's still a good coach. He's got a winning record, which is something Derek Dewey didn't have when we hired him. We actually have time to recruit now, which is something Derek Dewey never had when we hired him. We've got a lot of good things on our sideline now. People are so blinded by the disappointment of a bigger head coach that we've failed to see that we have an opportunity to actually do something with this program now. We actually have time to build now. We actually have time to recruit. We have time to get to know the players. We have time to get settled. He has time to get settled and get situated before he starts recruiting and signing. He's got a lot of time now, which is something we never had with Derek Dooley. When we hired Dale on the scene in 2010, he had 2 weeks till signing day. Imagine what we can do when we have a month and a half of recruiting. Shoot. It's gonna be okay. I think that Tennessee. I think you'll do a good job at Tennessee. I'm behind Butch Jones 100%. I think he did a good job at Cincinnati. I hope he does a good job at Tennessee. I hope he brings us back to relevancy and back to being a successful, decent SEC team. And he could do it this year. He could do it. He could actually bring us back from the grave and make us successful in the SEC again, and make us contenders maybe. So let's give him a chance, and let's see what Tyler Bray and Cordell Patterson and Justin Hunter decide to do. Go Vols, go Big Orange, and I hope we do good next year.